Not gonna go through their roster again because there were no changes from 3 weeks ago.
Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 19 on EA Sports. We're just about set to get started, and this ought to be a good one between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime, but kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Steelers, they can't be any better as we hit the halfway mark. A perfect 7-0 on the year.
And when we looked at this team in August and we looked at the schedule, we thought they had the potential to get off to a hot start, but I don't think either of us expected 7-0.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So now the Ravens getting ready for their first go on offense. And their quarterback, well, everyone knows he's got height, standing at 6'6".
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that told me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
And on the ground they go with a running back. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
3 down. All right, here we go. 3-19.
To throw on 2nd down. Lynn. And his throw here's incomplete. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14.
Hey, set. Green 39. Green.
Operating from the gun. Lynn. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Hey, you got right, here we go. 319. 319.
Looking to throw on second down. Lynn toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Green 39. Green 39.
To throw on third down. Lynn, and the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section. Where the columnist write, possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
He'll look to throw. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. Well, that'll get him to first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts it towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Come on, let's go. White 90. White 90.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. A look at the lineup defensively for the Ravens, who've been pretty good against the pass, number 10 in the league. And they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Here we go. White 90.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete here on third down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
All right, here we go.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is taken at about the 14. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference. One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Here we go. Grand 38. Grand 38. Punt.
Now back to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time.
Really curious to see if I'll get a flag with 0 seconds left.
So in
let's
Raven
figure it
territory
out.
now, here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line.
Here we go. Grand 38. Grand 38.
And before they can get settled in here, time expires on the 1st quarter of action. 0-0 our score, and they've got it here with a 1st down.
Here we go. What? 90. What? 90.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And the Ravens taking the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd down. Lynn, quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. catch. It'll be back at the 36. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.